The game you're watching me play right now is MeloBlox, or MeloBlox, a free, newly released MMORPG on Roblox that has pretty much everything you would want in an RPG. From completing quests to purchasing gear with an in-game currency, we're going to take a look at what this up-and-coming Roblox game has to offer. So, MeloBlox is a very traditional RPG. It pretty much has everything you'd expect an RPG to have. This game, however, sort of feels different. Different enough for me to absolutely fall in love with it. I've only been playing the game for a few days, so if there are any pro MeloBlox players watching, forgive me for having very basic gear, I guess. Anyway, I want to talk about a few features this project provides, as well as why you should most definitely, at the very least, try it out. The features in MeloBlox are honestly so cool. Like, there's an in-game currency with a shop. The shopkeeper, whom you help at the beginning, offers you a variety of items you can purchase. These items come with positive effects too. The better the rarity of your item, the better the effect will be. From damage effects like +4 fire damage to health effects like +2 life per second, the variety of the effects feel endless. Anyway, you don't necessarily have to buy stuff from this shopkeeper. Behind this little shop is another shopkeeper, the mystery shopkeeper. If you're feeling lucky, you can buy something from him and hope you get a good rarity. It's basically gambling, but you can get a terrible rarity or you can get a very good rarity, all depending on your luck. What's that? You don't have coins? Well, that's alright. Sell all of those excess items you got from grinding and killing things. Easy. My favorite feature in this game is definitely the stat menu. You get 3 upgrade points every time you level up, and you have the option to either increase your strength, dexterity, vitality, or intelligence. And if you regret an upgrade, you can get some stones that reverse them, but I just think you should spend your upgrade points wisely so you don't have to buy or loot for one of these. Oh, and this newly added feature that might actually be my favorite are definitely the quests. Traditional XP farming required you to kill things and whatever, but you could get some quests that help you level up or earn coins by having a specific goal. Really cool. If you don't want to do any extra quests, you can follow Captain Rowley and other NPCs to do their quests to advance the game, which will definitely take a while. These are just a few big features, and there are so much smaller ones that make the game so much cooler, like having an XP bonus when your friend is in your game, cool titles that you unlock for doing specific things, weapon class mastery, trading items, global leaderboards for the truly dedicated, redeemable codes, buffs, and so many more. Even the small features this game provides is really just incredible. But what about gameplay? The style you play is pretty dependent on what type of class you want to run. You can use dual-wielded weapons, heavy axes, or a sword with a shield. Dual-wielded weapons are, well, 2 swords that do the same amount of damage. The heavy axe class basically has axes that are heavy, which are pretty slow, but do a lot of damage. And finally, the shield and sword class. Pretty self-explanatory like the others. You have a sword as well as a shield. The shield helps you take less damage, so that's always cool. Anyway, the game has multiple zones in which you can enter. Each zone features different enemies to kill with specific level recommendations. However, these enemies aren't here just because they're harder to kill, they also drop better gear for your character. New helmets, chest plates, sacks, rings, and of course swords/axes are the main items you'd probably be looking for, especially if they have a better rarity. There's a special feeling you get when you kill something and see the glow of an item that isn't common. Friendly reminder, by the way, always pick up the common items too. You can sell them and save up coins to buy things. Anyway, let's get back on track. Some zones not only have enemies that are spread across and really want to kill you, but also have bosses. Yeah, you can easily destroy those little bloopies, but can you kill a boss? The bosses aren't just like the normal enemies, where they run to you to attack you. They have specific attacks that the player is supposed to dodge. If not, there'll be pretty devastating consequences. You might even get one shot if you have bad gear, which is why you should stick to grinding for a few hours before you attack a boss, you know? Or you can bring a friend or two along and work together to kill that massive beast. However, that of course is up to you. But you may be wondering, why play this when I can play another RPG? Here's the thing, if you're watching this video around the time I published it, that means the game is still new. Yes, this game is new. Don't let the 2020 release date on the games page fool you. This game has been in development for quite a long time and only recently released out of an alpha stage, I believe. Should the game's recent release convince you to play it though? Well, I think so. Think about it. Since the game just released, you can get into this sort of underground game and be one of the first people to play it and claim your username. Something I didn't mention. When you make a character, you have to pick a username. Get a cool one before it's too late, you know? Anyways, the sooner you play the game, the sooner you'll be able to get good gear, and when you get good gear, you'll be ready for cool events like the Easter one that has unfortunately ended at the time of me uploading this video. In the Easter event, there was an exclusive eggshell hat that you were able to craft. However, other than redeeming a code, the only way to get Easter eggs was to kill high-level bunny enemies, which I definitely could not do with my gear set. Don't make the same mistake I did, start playing before it's too late. I'm kind of running out of things to talk about, so I'm going to start closing up this short review type of video. I feel like I have no choice but to rate this experience a 10 out of 10, but I might be a little biased because I love just grindy RPG games on Roblox. I've always been a fan of them, and speaking of fans, MeloBlox just earned a new one. Anyway, I want to thank every single one of you who stuck to the end of this video for watching. Hopefully I convinced you to try out this game and give it the recognition it deserves. And with that being said, like and subscribe if you feel I deserve that, and peace out everybody.